Can the owner of an open Wi-Fi hotspot see what files I'm downloading? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Question. Just wondering if others can see what I'm downloading, say in a coffee shop or some other public place like the administrator there. Or can they just tell that something is being downloaded? It's a local place, so I assume they have some local provider like Comcast. I imagine it takes up their bandwidth and that they don't like that because it makes connections slow for others in the establishment. Please let me know. When you're using someone else's Wi-Fi, or even their wired connection, they're providing you with internet service. They've become your internet service provider, or ISP. And ISPs are special. We talked a lot about staying safe when we're using an open Wi-Fi hotspot. Those are the free Wi-Fi connections available at many coffee shops, airports, and other public places. The concern here is that an open Wi-Fi hotspot, one that requires no password for an initial connection, doesn't add any security and anyone within range can monitor your traffic. Fortunately, a Wi-Fi connection that is not open, meaning that it's secured and encrypted using a WPA2 password or the hardwired connection that they provide, doesn't suffer from this risk. But that doesn't mean that there isn't still a significant risk. Remember, your ISP can see everything you do. If you're not taking additional steps to encrypt or otherwise hide what you're doing, your ISP can in fact see that you are downloading, say, a specific file from a specific location. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. The coffee shop or other location is providing you with internet service. In this situation, they're your ISP. The administrator of a publicly available internet connection, such as an open Wi-Fi hotspot, can monitor all unencrypted traffic and see exactly what you're doing. Now, whether or not they watch is a completely different subject. My guess is that your local coffee shop manager not only doesn't care what you're doing with the internet, but they also don't have the time or the expertise to know what to look for. Maybe someone upstream can look. Perhaps there's technology in place that's looking for certain types of activity. We just don't know for sure. What we do know is that they can look. The only way of truly protecting yourself from that level of intrusion is to use a virtual private network or VPN. My article, How Do I Use an Open Wi-Fi Hotspot Safely, discusses that in a little bit more detail. Ultimately, a VPN is the only way to hide what you're doing from the coffee shop owner, administrator, or even your own ISP. But we're not quite done. When you're using a VPN, an ISP might not see what you're downloading, but they can still see that you're downloading a lot. They can probably figure out which computer connected to their network is the guilty party. They can at least identify you as being a bandwidth hog. They just can't tell what file you're downloading. Now, given that we talk a lot about using HTTPS to remain secure, it's worth exploring why I've not mentioned it here. HTTPS encrypts the connection between your computer and the service you're using. That's important for things like banking, as one example. Your conversation with the bank can't be listened in on by anyone. But your ISP can still see that you're talking to your bank. And if it's an open Wi-Fi hotspot, so can that creepy guy with a laptop over in the corner. But if you're downloading something over HTTPS, the ISP can't see what you're downloading, but still they can absolutely see the site that you're downloading it from. Sometimes that, coupled with the fact that you're downloading something very large, is enough to call into question what it is you're up to. A VPN won't change the size of the download. It'll just hide the site that you're connecting to. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/6191. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.